Quite a sad story about a lady that ended her life. And I don't know if anyone remembers, but I did a video on this exact story and this exact lady, like it was more than a year ago. But I think there's more to it now. I think it was just the girl was a surgeon parent, or he was a doctor of some kind, her parent stating his suspicions. I guess he saw her go vegan and saw some type of changes in her, and it said that he thought that that was why she ended her life. Was, I guess, things were changing psychologically when she was vegan. I don't know. So I'm going to read this article that someone shared with me. Is on Facebook, and it starts with a quote: "As a direct result of her vegan diet, a university student did what she did while suffering delusional beliefs brought about by a vitamin B12 deficiency developed as a direct result of her vegan diet, an inquest has concluded." Georgina Owens, 21, only 21 years old. She followed a vegan diet from 2016, stemming from her environmental concerns. And somebody wrote about that. Okay, in August of 2019, the student's family noted that she had not been taking her vitamin B12 supplements for at least 6 months. She had been due to return to Swansea University on 19th of September 2019. Yeah, this is an older story. I definitely made a video about it. I feel like it was like at least 2 years ago. It was a while ago, but was found at her home address together with a note. She died in hospital 3 days later. Okay. Psychiatrist said that Miss Owens' final note does provide evidence of a possible mental illness, and that on the balance of probabilities at the time Miss Owen was writing the last note, she was experiencing delusions, and that psychiatric manifestations caused by vitamin B12 deficiency are recognized. Blood tests were found to be consistent with vitamin B12 deficiency, and that this likely resulted from Miss Owen's vegan diet of around 3 years duration. In her conclusion, the coroner said Miss Owen died from, yeah, I'm not going to read that out loud because they're going to come after me on YouTube. Beliefs brought about by a vitamin B12 deficiency developed as a direct result of her vegan diet. Vitamin B12 is found in meat, fish, eggs, dairy products, and other, fortified foods. So I did see that a couple vegans made videos about this. I saw one from Unnatural Vegan. I didn't really watch the whole entire thing in its entirety. I clicked on the video and I saw her gray, grimly looking skin. Grimly, I don't even know if that's a real word, but skin tone, and the fact that this lady used to have enviable skin and hair even as a vegan, like, years ago. Like, back when I was vegan, a natural vegan, she was the one that had the nice skin and hair. I have how times have changed, but just listening to that lady and just knowing that, I didn't really listen to her. I might go to the video if you want me to make a reaction to it, but she's on antidepressants, and just knowing that there's vegans out here, they're not really into pharmaceuticals. They're afraid of everything. I don't know. And I've seen vegans saying, well, her B12 deficiency is the result of her diet. It is a result of her diet. B12 deficiency is the result of an unfortified vegan diet. So you don't just need a vegan diet, you need a fortified, supplemented vegan diet. And supplements are not really part of the diet. That's why they're called supplements, because they supplement the diet. So the diet itself, if in fact she had a B12 deficiency, and if in fact that led to her delusions, that would have been a direct result of her vegan diet. You can say, well, you're supposed to supplement. She stopped supplementing for some reason. I don't know what was wrong with her. I don't really know. There are people out here such as Misfit Vegan, such as Anthea Hayes. I'm gonna have to make some videos about Anthea Hayes again, because you never know who these people are impacting and how it's gonna impact them. They might be like, well, my nerves aren't tingling. I don't have B12 deficiency yet. They're delusional. Yes, yet they want to, make their exit, and they're not tying it all in together. Delusional, sick people like Anthea Hayes telling vegans that B12 is not real. Sick, absolutely sick, inexcusable. Sorry. I'm just very, very, very frustrated. I know that this lady situation has nothing to do with Anthea Hayes, but I'm just saying you never know who these people are impacting by making these videos like Misfit Vegan, putting these people up on a platform, writing books, and then have vegans saying, "Oh, well, I read her book and her book was so good." Her book has very blatant lies that are factually inaccurate. It makes me sick. Okay, what does Anthea Hayes have to do with this? I'm just telling you that there's this lady out here with a whole book, and she was being promoted, and she's on platforms and just talking about how B12 isn't real, based on a bunch of very false, manipulated stuff, and some of it is just flat out scientifically false. Like, it's just not true. It's like saying the color blue is green or something like that, and somebody writing it and saying that, and using that to get people to not take a vitamin that they need. absolutely sick. And I don't care if she's saying, I don't think I can really go too much into detail more about this, but of course the vegan's like, well, she's not her vegan night. She's just taking her B12. Being a vegan is a privilege. Being of sound mind enough to not be deluded and led down one of these misleading paths to stop taking a critical vitamin for your health is also a privilege, because you have to be of sound mind. And clearly a lot of vegans are not. Okay. They're not taking their B12. They don't want to. They forgot. They don't believe it. Okay. There's people out here with kids they're raising that they're not giving B12, like the real Nunu, whatever her name is. What's her name? Daquan or something? I don't know what her name is, but the real Nunu, the one with the little boy that she was tormenting. I gotta find those videos and re-upload those. I'm gonna probably re-upload a whole bunch of videos, y'all, because I just don't want this stuff to be forgotten about. It's absolutely disgusting. Um, I'm gonna end the video now, and may this girl rest in peace. May her family find peace. This happened a while ago, and I don't know why people are laughing. I don't see what's so funny about it. It's not funny at all. Let's look at a couple of the comments before I end this. They're a GP. They treat many patients for B12 deficiency. Very few are vegan or vegetarian. Uh, the majority eat meat. Well, the majority of people on earth eat meat. And if you have a small percentage of them that have some malabsorption issue or their diet is in general crap, it doesn't matter if you're not a vegan. Okay. There's people out here that are not vegan that are just super picky eaters. All they want to eat is fries and stuff like that. They might be B12 deficient. Combined with the people that may have malabsorption issues and they're getting bypass surgeries and taking other medications that can impact their absorption of B12, that wouldn't surprise me. So I don't care if it's less vegans. The vegans are on track to get B12 deficiency because they have none in their diet. Okay. I wonder how many vegans and vegetarians you've treated. How many? Like 4 out of the thousands of people? Shut up. I'm vegan and I don't go out of my way to supplement B12. My levels are perfectly right. Oh, good for you. Good for you. 6 to 20% of the UK population is B12 deficient. Okay. Depending on the age of the group. Well, you might go up in the seniors in the nursing homes that's eating bread and cookies and want tea, and they're not supplementing and they're probably deficient too. So I'm going to end this video now. I just want people to understand that being on a vegan diet will guarantee you B12 deficiency long term in most cases, unless maybe there's some rewiring your intestines where you're absorbing your own B12. I don't really know. I'm not going to get into what that means because I'll just say your body is producing some B12, but it's not where you can absorb it. And I don't know if there's vegans out here that have SIBO or they might have SIBO of some kind in their small intestine, which is an imbalance. They might be gassy and farting and discomfort all the time, but maybe they're absorbing some B12 because they have an overgrowth of bacteria in their small intestine. I really don't know, but I'm going to end this video now. You can let me know what you think in the comments. And this lady, her name Georgina, what they say her name was? Georgina. Yeah. May she rest in peace. I just wanted to add one more thing. I don't think this whole entire video is going to be appropriate for YouTube. They're going to say that I'm bullying Anthea, so I'm going to have to edit out some of the things that I said. Just a couple things, okay? A couple sentences. So if you want the full version, it will be on Rumble.